The Warsaw Federal Incline Theater is putting on a musical version of one of my favorite movies of all time, the 1984 hit Footloose. And here to talk about the show is director Eric Bird and Evan Blust, who plays Ren. Ren McCormick. I think I had a poster of Ren McCormick back in the day. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. I know the show opened on Wednesday, so I know this is a busy week for you all, so we appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedules to come in. So most people know the story of Footloose, but in case they don't, could you kind of give us what it's about? And you have said it in the original 1980s setting, right?
Yes. So the movie is about a young kid who moves from Chicago to Beaumont, the town of Beaumont, and finds out that in Beaumont, dancing is a crime. It's illegal. So he decides to throw a dance, and he comes to heads with the preacher, who is the person who put into motion this law. And so they kind of work through their shared grief and end up at a resolution and throw a big dance at the end. So it's a huge party. It contains all the songs from the movie, plus some additional songs that help the story through. And it's just a really fun, high-energy adaptation of the film.
Speaking of high energy, Ren McCormick, there's a lot of dancing that goes on in this. How do you guys prepare for the dancing? Do you have a special choreographer that does some of these numbers?
Me.
You are the choreographer too, the director and the choreographer.
Yes.
All right, so how did this choreography? Do you love it?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
So are you a dancer as well, or
Yes.
did you kind of have to learn some of the stuff? Yeah, you are.
We had about like 4 to 5 weeks prior to the show's run, and we just, every day come in, learn a new song, drill the choreo every single day. And I came in, and I've been dancing for a few years now. It's really, really fun.
It looks super fun. We're seeing footage there, obviously, of it. Now, is it intimidating to you to play a character like Ren McCormick that people have seen in the movies before and on Broadway, or was this kind of like an opportunity for you to do your fresh perspective on it?
I think something that was difficult a little bit prior to the start of the rehearsal process was, like it or not, everyone's going to come into the show expecting Kevin Bacon, like Kevin Bacon and his portrayal is so iconic, especially to so many people. And so I wanted to pay respect to that and give the people what they wanted with that, but also due to the transfer from movie to stage, there's everything is very heightened, drama is heightened. And so naturally the character of Ren is heightened from the way he was in the movie. And that allowed me to bring my own spin to kind of things. So I think I'm trying to find a nice balance between Kevin Bacon, but also Evan Blust.
Yeah, that's great.
So
cool. You got to do that, right? You got to find your own perspective for it. So what was it like for you as a director to adapt, again, something that people have seen before and movie, formats, and then, popular on Broadway for a while, you said, into a stage adaptation? And then going back to the 80s even.
Yeah.
Was it difficult? What made you decide to put it back in the 80s? Because you said the Broadway play was set in the 90s, right?
Correct, yeah. So it's technically set in present day, but we made the choice to put it in the 80s. I think just because the music sounds so quintessentially 80s.
It does.
And in the movie, the music is used as kind of background music, but in the musical, they sing it, so it's part of the plot. So because the music sounds so 80s, I was like, I don't want to, ignore that.
Right.
So we found some fun 80s style to incorporate, definitely some 80s dance moves. I watched a lot of MTV music videos to prepare and get inspired with different choreography for the sequences. And there's some stuff that takes place in a country bar, so I used to actually teach line dance at the Wild Horse in Nashville. So I pulled from that experience to bring out some line dancing.
Oh my gosh.
And so there's a lot of moves, but it is overwhelming. I mean, each song is like a 3-minute dance, every single one of them.
Oh,
So,
well, it sounds like it's going to be just so much fun. So you open Wednesday, but how long does the show run? How much are tickets?
it runs till June 25th.
Oh, okay.
Ticket information is all on the internet, on the website, and I believe they're between $25 and $30. But yeah, check it out on the website. All that information is there.
So you have plenty of time to check it out.
Yes.
Warsaw Federal Incline Theater
Yes.
is the website to check out. Well, thank you so much. Break a leg, break foot loose for you. That'll be so much fun. Okay,
Awesome.
so go
Thank
check it
you.
out.